Ever wondered how a small metal cylinder can instantly stop a raging fire? Today on Knowledge Hub, we're breaking down how fire extinguishers actually work, starting with the science of fire itself. Every fire needs three elements to survive: heat, fuel, and oxygen, a combination known as the fire triangle. And modern fire science also adds a fourth element, the chemical chain reaction, which sustains the flame once ignition begins, meaning an extinguisher only needs to disrupt one of these elements to collapse the fire completely. Water extinguishers attack the heat side of the triangle by absorbing massive amounts of thermal energy and rapidly cooling burning solids like wood, paper, and fabric below their ignition point. But this same behavior makes water extremely dangerous on other fires, because flammable liquids float on water and spread when splashed, allowing fires involving petrol or solvents to expand rapidly. And in grease fires, water flashes instantly into steam, expanding more than 1,700 times in volume and violently ejecting burning oil upwards. While on electrical fires, water conducts current directly back to the user, creating a serious risk of electrocution. Foam extinguishers are engineered to solve this problem by releasing an aerated foam that flows gently across burning liquids, forming a stable blanket that seals the fuel surface from oxygen while also cooling it underneath. And this dual action prevents reignition even after flames appear to be out. Dry powder extinguishers take an even more aggressive approach, working directly on the chemical chain reaction of combustion itself, where microscopic powder particles interrupt free radicals inside the flame, stopping the fire almost instantly across solids, liquids, gases, and live electrical equipment. Although the downside is a dense cloud of residue that can choke visibility, contaminate machinery, and permanently damage sensitive electronics. Carbon dioxide extinguishers rapidly displace oxygen around the fire while simultaneously cooling it through rapid gas expansion, which makes them ideal for server rooms, laboratories, and electrical panels. But because carbon dioxide provides little long-term cooling to the fuel, fires can reignite once oxygen returns, especially in open or windy environments. Wet chemical extinguishers are purpose-built for commercial kitchens and high-temperature cooking oils, where they trigger a chemical reaction called saponification, converting burning fat into a thick, soap-like layer that seals the surface, cuts off oxygen, absorbs heat, and prevents dangerous flare-ups. Modern fire safety systems rely on matching the correct extinguisher to the fire class. Using the wrong one can escalate the danger instead of controlling it, which is why clear labeling, training, and understanding fire behavior are just as important as the extinguisher itself. So the next time you pull the pin, aim the nozzle, squeeze the handle, and sweep the base of the flames, remember, you're not just spraying a substance, you're deliberately applying physics and chemistry to dismantle the conditions that keep fire alive. If you enjoy these deep dives into the hidden engineering behind everyday safety systems, make sure you subscribe to Knowledge Hub for more fascinating explanations. And as always, stay curious.